the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, a name synonymous with aid. But by early 2025, FEMA itself was in distress. Cameron Hamilton became its acting administrator in January. He stepped into a political minefield. The Trump administration had plans to drastically shrink the agency. Hamilton was at first reportedly skeptical, but soon he saw its vital importance. This growing belief set him on a collision course with powerful figures: Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and key Trump advisor Corey Lewandowski. They wanted deep, swift cuts. Hamilton, they felt, was becoming an obstacle. Tension simmered, then boiled over. Noem and Lewandowski grew impatient. They believed Hamilton was too nice, too protective of FEMA's personnel. Despite Hamilton overseeing hundreds of job cuts, he wasn't moving fast enough for them. The pressure mounted daily. A battle for FEMA's soul was underway. The agency's future hung precariously in the balance. In late March, a leak. Details of a private meeting emerged. Noem had discussed radically shrinking FEMA. An internal hunt for the source began. FEMA employees faced polygraph tests. Lewandowski pointed a finger at Hamilton himself. The trust had completely eroded. The date was May 7, 2025. A pivotal day for Cameron Hamilton. He was scheduled to testify before Congress, but his fate, sources say, was already sealed. He knew he was going to be fired. His close friend Matt Strickland confirmed it. The testimony was not the cause. It was merely the final public act. He was a man walking into a lion's den, knowing the door would slam shut behind him. That very morning, the drama intensified. DHS officials ordered FEMA security to revoke Hamilton's security pass. Escort him from the building immediately. The intention was clear: silence him. Prevent his congressional appearance at all costs. But it was a gamble that would backfire. FEMA officials sounded the alarm. Barring Hamilton would be a disaster. It would fuel perceptions of chaos. DHS reluctantly backed down. Hamilton would testify after all. He had already cleaned out his desk that morning, packing his belongings, preparing for the inevitable. Before the nation, Hamilton took his stand. Washington watched, holding its breath. The testimony sent shockwaves through Washington. Hamilton's public dissent was undeniable. It was a direct challenge to the president's agenda. Many saw his subsequent dismissal as swift punishment, a clear message to anyone else considering defiance. But the reality was more complex. Trump allies had wanted Hamilton gone for weeks. His perceived leniency towards FEMA was the real sin. The testimony merely provided the public pretext. The clashes with Corey Lewandowski were significant. Lewandowski, a powerful aide to Secretary Noem, he was a driving force behind the push to downsize FEMA. One notable conflict involved disaster grants, funds allocated to New York City for migrant housing. FEMA, under pressure, later clawed back these funds. This incident underscored the intense political battles. Lewandowski and DHS publicly denied any rift. They dismissed claims of conflict as lazy gossip, stating Hamilton simply chose a new job. The end came swiftly, without ceremony. On May 8th, the day after his testimony, Cameron Hamilton was officially dismissed, summoned to DHS headquarters for a brief meeting. Lewandowski was there. So was Deputy Homeland Security Secretary Troy Edgar. The message was delivered. His service was over. Cameron Hamilton did not stay unemployed for long. He landed a new position as a senior advisor at the Department of Education. His new focus: school safety issues and foreign influence on campuses. But questions about FEMA lingered. His replacement, David Richardson, a Marine Corps veteran, had no emergency management experience. He vowed to implement President Trump's wishes. FEMA is bleeding talent. Senior executives departed en masse. Morale within the agency has plummeted. What do you think? Was this a bold stand for accountability, or just more political chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you want the truth behind the headlines without the media spin, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, because this story is just the beginning.